For too long, I let my body image hold me back. Freedom hasn't come in feeling like a model every day, but rather by separating my worth from how I look while knowing I deserve to feel good in my own skin. And so do you. Today, I really just want to chat with you about body image, about loving yourself, learning how to love the way that you look, or, maybe even more importantly, learning how to care less. I think this is a topic that hurts so many women, and I'm sure men too, but I only know the female perspective. It can be completely isolating and terrorizing when you hate the way that you look and your body image is so bad. It hurts the way that you connect with others, the way that you think about the world, the way that you serve people, your relationship with God. It literally just transforms into every aspect of your life. And I feel like this is something that we battle throughout our entire lives, like this mix between figuring out our relationship to food and our relationship to fitness and health, but then also a relationship to ourselves and how we talk about ourselves and what we think about the way that we look. I feel like over the past year, 2 years, I have really learned how to love myself and love my body and get to a place of neutrality that has been so incredibly healing and so drastically different from me growing up, just always thinking that I looked fat or I looked bad and hating my hair and my eyebrows and everything about myself, just being overly critical and thinking that everyone in the world was more gorgeous than me, fitter than me, looked better in those jeans than me, to getting to a place where I can go out and not care whether or not I'm wearing makeup, but still love putting on makeup, still love wearing outfits and feeling confident in my body, in myself, and the way that I'm taking care of myself. So I want to give you some mindset shifts that have significantly helped me love my body more, but then also go into some health, fitness, and fashion things that have helped me love the way I look even more. The first thing that helped me to love my body is to realize that the majority of women hate the way that they look. This might sound crazy to remember and make it feel better about yourself. But I think I woke up one day and I realized, wow, like none of my friends like the way that they look. And I still think that they are all beautiful. That was interesting for me because I realized that if they say the same comments that I think about myself and they are talking about themselves and looking at themselves in a way that I look at myself, but I think they're gorgeous and I think they're crazy for thinking those things, logically speaking, it's most likely that I also am crazy for thinking those things. The majority of women are insecure, and that is incredibly sad. And it seriously needs to change in our society because life is so much more than the way that we look, which
will come out later, I promise.
but when you realize that mostly everyone hates the way that they look, you will realize that beauty has nothing to do with how pretty you think you are. Everyone is going to think different things are beautiful. And just because you think you're ugly doesn't actually mean that you're ugly. The second mindset shift I had to make was that my body and my looks are going to fade. So it is detrimental that I learned to disconnect my self-worth from how I look. We're not always going to look the way we want to look. No matter how well we take care of ourselves, that doesn't mean don't take care of yourself. I'll get into that later. Like, take care of your body and take care of the way that you look. Show up well, love what you're wearing. But the truth is, like, if you want to have kids, your body is going to change. If you grow old and have that privilege to live a long life, your body is going to change. So nothing is ever going to be perfect. And if you keep putting your happiness and your self-worth on the way that you look, you're going to live a miserable life. I care so little about the way that my friends look, and I still love them for their character and their strength and all of the things that I look for in people in my life, regardless of if they're wearing sweats, and a messy bun. And if they've gained 5 pounds, lost 5 pounds, yeah, sometimes I hype my friends up. Like if I know that they're going to the gym and I'm like, dang, girl, like look at you. But besides that, like I do not put value on the way that they look. And I'm like, I'm sure the people in my life feel the exact same way about me. And that's what I would want. I don't want people who are looking at me and loving me just for my body and just for my looks. So why should I be looking at me and my body and loving me just for my body and just for my looks? It's so secondary, and we feel that way about other people, but we don't give that to ourselves. The third mindset shift I had to make was pursuing my relationship with God and understanding what the Bible says about self worth, about how we were made in His image and how we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I saw a short video that was talking about how getting down on yourself for the way that you look or the way that you were made or the hair color that you were born with, the eyes, the eyebrows, whatever it is almost like insulting God for the way that He made you, saying that He was wrong for the way that He made you, when in reality, we are all so unique and beautiful, and beauty trends come and go, but you were literally crafted by God Himself. And when you understand that you have a soul and you have a purpose, and God chose you to be on this earth for a reason, looks feel so insignificant. Like, how dare we like disrespect the body that God gave us because it is unique and it is special and it's God given to us? We can't replace it with somebody else. So why would we waste our one precious life trying to replace our bodies and worrying about the way that we look constantly?
all the time.
I said that this was going to be 3 mindset shifts, but now I have something else. The more that we are insecure, the more that we are focused on what other people think about us, especially the way that we look, we are not focused on serving other people. Other people care so little about the way that you look. Your insecurities, they don't even notice them. Like the majority of the time, they do not notice them, but people do notice if you are kind, if you are outgoing, personable, if you are bringing people in, being welcoming. You do not do those things when you are insecure because you are focused on yourself, focused on how you look, how you think other people view you, what they're thinking about you. You're not thinking about how you can serve other people. A life of insecurity is an inward life, and that is exhausting. It is exhausting, and then you're not fulfilling the need to go out and help people because you are concerned about yourself. That's not me trying to like get mad at you or anything of that sort. I have just realized that the more that I put to the side my insecurities and I accept the way that I look and I show up in this world anyway, the better I can serve other people and think about things that aren't me. So another side to loving how you look is taking care of yourself. I truly do think that the more that we take care of our bodies, the more that we dress in nice clothes, the more that we take care of our hair and our teeth and our bodies and we treat it with respect, the better we're going to feel about ourselves. So I feel like there has to be an between, just feed yourself junk food, drink alcohol all the time, and gain weight, have terrible skin. And why don't you love yourself? Because it feels like there's that mindset over here, and then there's people on the complete opposite side that are like,
Count your calories. Why are you not a perfect size 4 body? Okay, you need to work harder. Literally, you piece of crap. Like,
it feels like we are living in a world of extremes when the reality is we can be kind to ourselves when we're in that space of we have not been eating well, we have been gaining weight, we haven't been taking care of our bodies, understanding that that's not the end of the world. Life goes on and we can shift into a spot where we are loving ourselves enough to feed ourselves good food, whether that be, whole foods, high protein. If you have a food intolerance, like I think a part of loving your body is staying away from those foods because you want to feel good inside your own body. Like sometimes dairy be like messing me up. So loving my body is saying no to ice cream, saying no to milk, and really taking care of myself in that way. And then I'm going to feel more confident because I know that I'm taking care of myself. Loving your body is also moving your body, getting movement, making sure that you are exercising, not just because you want to look good, even though that's fine. Like everyone wants to look good, and I think that's a good goal. It will not motivate motivate you, like long term. It's coming from a place of self hatred. And when you are coming from a place of, yes, I want to look good, like, yes, that's one of the goals, but also I want to feel amazing. I want to feel confident and healthy and have good sleep and make sure that I can go and like run with my grandchildren, that I can have longevity in this life, prevent heart disease and diabetes, and really care for myself because I love myself. Not in this space of, I need to work out because I ate that cupcake and I hate myself. Why do I have no self control? Sometimes those would be the mindsets that I used to have playing in my head. And trust me, it did not help me have any sustainable change whatsoever. And it did not help me have a better life. So I feel like the third aspect of this is also learning how to dress well and show up well in this world. I truly do think that the way that you dress can change the way you like view yourself, and learning what things flatter your body, the things that you love, the colors that make you look gorgeous, the jewelry that you adore, it just changes things. I don't know how to explain it, but honestly, when you know that like you look nice almost every day, and that does not mean that like you have to look like a supermodel every day. Like, do not hear what I'm not saying. Go to the grocery store in like a complete sweatsuit and you know, your hair up, because you know that your worth isn't based on like looking hot. Like, you don't have to look hot at the grocery store. But, you know, when you have clothes that you love, even like sweat clothes that are in a nice color for you, or like you love what they say on the shirt, or you're wearing high-waisted jeans because that makes you look better and you feel better in them. Like, there is such a difference when you learn how to dress for yourself and dress for your body and dress for your skin tone and your coloring, and embracing that and who you are, rather than looking at the trends and being like, oh gosh, like I wish I could wear those low-waisted jeans. Like, she looks so good in that. I wish I had her body. Versus being like, no, I have my body. I'm accepting I have my body. I love my body, and I'm going to dress for my body and what I have been given. It is a complete game changer. And you just feel different. You feel more productive when you're going to class in a nice outfit. You're going to feel more confident when you're going out and you look nice. You don't have to dress like a supermodel, but really it is like, dress how you want to be addressed and figure out like what is you, like truly you, and don't stick to these trends and wish that you could wear things that you just don't feel good in. You know, feel good about yourself. I think a lot of my self-care habits and my health and fitness journey has come down to some feminine discipline and also reframing the way I view habits. So if you're interested in these videos I filmed a while ago, please click them right here, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.